Today, we're diving into the world of STEM, focusing on living things. We'll explore how science, technology, engineering, and math help us understand life, from tiny cells to entire ecosystems. Let's uncover the amazing ways these fields connect and bring the natural world to life. Let's start with a little fun. Imagine a squirrel, quick, curious, always on the move. That's the spirit we're bringing to today's topic. We're ready to explore, to gather ideas, and to leap from one insight to the next. So, with that energy in mind, let's dive in. Let's talk about preparation, not for a big presentation or a trip, but for hibernation. It's a fascinating process, one that requires careful planning and adjustment. Just like animals get ready for winter, we have our own ways of gearing up for periods of rest or slowdown. Understanding this helps us appreciate the rhythms of nature and maybe even apply some of that wisdom to our own lives. So, how do I prepare for hibernation? Let's dive in. Let me tell you how I get ready for hibernation. First, I eat a lot of acorns, nuts, anything I can find. It's all about building up energy for the cold months ahead. Then, I gather and stash these foods, hiding them so they're easy to find later. When winter finally arrives, we curl up in cozy dens we've made, staying warm and safe until spring comes around again. Sometimes, the simplest ideas stick with us the most. Saying, "I'm a hedgehog," might sound odd at first, but it's a powerful way to express focus. Like a hedgehog, we stick to what we know best and do it really well. This idea helps us cut through complexity and keep our work sharp and clear. It's about knowing our one big thing and letting that guide everything we do. Let me share a little secret about how I get ready for hibernation. It's not just about finding a cozy spot and curling up. There's a process, a way to slow down, conserve energy, and tune into rest. Preparing for this deep pause means setting the stage for renewal, making sure everything's in place to wake up fresh and ready. It's about more than sleep. It's a deliberate, thoughtful transition. Let's talk about how I get ready for hibernation. We hedgehogs settle in from November through March every year. Now, a lot of people think we're just sleeping through all those months. But that's not quite right. Our heart rate and body temperature actually slow way down. That's why it's super important for us to eat plenty of tasty food before we start. We especially love insects, beetles, earthworms, caterpillars. Those are some of our favorites. Let's take a moment to think about perspective. When I say, "I'm a bat," it's more than just a quirky statement. It's an invitation to step outside ourselves, to see the world through a completely different lens. This idea challenges how we understand experience and perception. It reminds us that reality isn't fixed. It's shaped by who we are and how we sense the world around us. Let me share a little secret, how I get ready for hibernation. It's not just about finding a cozy spot and curling up. There's a process, a rhythm to it. We gather energy, slow down, and create the perfect conditions to rest deeply. Preparing well means waking up refreshed, ready for what comes next. So how do I do it? Let's dive in. Let me tell you how I get ready for hibernation. Just like other animals that hibernate, we eat a lot, building up fat reserves to get through the cold winter months. We prefer cozy spots like caves and trees to settle in. Since we're small, we don't need much room at all. It's all about staying safe and warm until spring arrives. Here's a fun moment, a simple, playful statement that breaks the ice. Saying, "I'm a bear," invites us to loosen up, to embrace a bit of whimsy. It reminds us that sometimes stepping into a different role or mindset can open new doors. Let's keep that spirit as we move forward. Let me share a little secret about how I get ready for hibernation. It's not just about finding a cozy spot and settling in. There's a process, a way to slow down, to conserve energy, and to prepare for the long rest ahead. It's about mindset as much as it is about physical readiness. So, how do I do it? Let's explore that together. As we get ready for hibernation, we find or create dens in spacious places like caves. Before winter hits, we eat a lot to build up fat reserves. That's how we survive the cold months. And here's a cool fact. Our cubs are usually born while we're hibernating, with the den keeping them safe as they grow. This video was created with SlideSpeak. Visit SlideSpeak to turn your presentations into engaging AI-narrated videos.